Hello, Pisces. This is your love reading for August 26th to September 2nd, 2020. Whew, had to take a big breath there. No reason, just, So we're going to be focusing on... This is going to be more of a general love reading for you guys. And while I shuffle these cards really quick, the giveaway is still going on. It ends at the end of August, so August 31st. And you guys can enter until August 31st. The way that you enter is you like this video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and then go to my website, which should appear up here or over here. No, I can't remember where. It's hard when it's just a floating text bubble. But it takes about 30 seconds for you to fill out your information on my website to be entered into the contest. And then that's it. That's all you guys have to do. And if you're wondering what the prize is, well, you're in luck, because I'm going to tell you at least one of the things. So one of the prizes is up to a $50 reading with me, and that can be a $50 tarot reading, that can be a psychic reading, that can be an energy healing, an energy cleansing, whatever you guys would want to do. But also, there's two other prizes, okay, valued at $70 together, not a piece, but so that brings us to about $120 worth of some psychic swag that you guys can win, and I like saying psychic swag, and I will never stop. But that's a pretty good prize. This is the first giveaway I think we've done for the channel, and if this one goes well, we will do more, and we'll do eventually we'll do bigger prizes too. But for now, I just want to try this out and see kind of what happens. So yeah, you guys want to do that? Would help out the channel, would help me out. So please do. And yeah. And if you look on the website too, you can see there's some extra ways to gain some entries, some more entries into the giveaway. So you guys can check that out, and yep, I hope to see you on there. Alright, so very first question we're focusing on, Pisces, is a new love interest going to enter your life soon? The Hermit in reverse. Now what is... Wow. So the Hermit, if I'm not mistaken, is Virgo energy. And when I see it in reverse, I'm seeing something where we're looking at... there could have possibly been a stalker in your life before. Maybe we're looking at hiding away from the world because we've been in the spotlight. So I feel like if you're looking for someone to come into your life, you're not giving them any avenue to come into your life. Maybe you've gotten rid of social media, or maybe you've just stepped out of everything. Your phone's turned off, things are happening where you are gone. You are effectively not leaving a footprint anywhere. You're secluded. Okay, so the Hermit upright is someone who goes off to seek knowledge. When I see the Hermit in reverse, I see someone who is kind of refusing the call to go within, but they're still blocking everything else out. So they're kind of sticking their fingers in their ears going la 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 la, kind of an energy, right? But this can also be something where you're doing this because there has been a trauma or something that's happened in the past. And what that does is it makes it so that it's hard for you to trust again. It's hard for you to know what you can and can't trust. So I can actually see this as being a pretty big issue moving forward. If you feel like there's a stalker, or if you don't feel safe, that can actually be something that's kind of hard to work for. So if you are looking for someone, you need to open up, because this energy here is pretty closed off. This is some of the most closed off I've seen for a little bit. So if there's been an injury, if something has happened, work on healing that part. But let's move on to this. What will your next love's astrological sign be? The Sun. So we could be looking at a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Okay, and the Sun is a really, really good card. But I want you to look at this. Okay, we have the Hermit in reverse. We have the Sun upright. Okay, so these two cards are very, very different. The Hermit is in the shadows. The Sun is just shining. The Sun doesn't care, you know. I imagine the sun is kind of this force in the world that's like, I don't care, it's my time to shine, kind of a thing. It comes up every day. It goes down every night, but it always comes up again. So that's the sun's energy. It's just a constant, I'm here, you can't get rid of me, I'm going to shine, I'm going to do what I need to do, right? And the hermit's energy is kind of like they're only going to give their energy to people that show that they're worthy, right? So when I see the sun card, the sun gives energy to people even if they don't, even if the person isn't worthy, whatever that means. But that's what I see the sun as. So we're looking at a strong fire energy that could be coming in. Someone who could help illuminate parts of your life and who could help bring in a sense of wonder into your life. But that's a very strong card. So if you're putting up equally strong energetic walls, or getting rid of people on Facebook, getting rid of things on social media, not answering your phone, I feel like this person's energy is going to help open you up in a way that's incredible. But again, this person can only help you open up if you're willing to open up, because the way things are now, there's just a lot of kind of congested energy. It's very, what would be the term, jagged, blocky kind of energy. It just feels like it's not conducive to a relationship. So that's what I'm seeing right there. Will you be compatible with this person? Wow. Okay, so we get the Lovers in reverse. So if I'm holding up these cards right here, I can tell a sub-story now. So we have someone who's not letting people in. We have a force coming in that's shining no matter what. And then we have the compatibility issue of someone I feel like trying very hard to get your attention, and then I feel like you're not opening the door for them. So would you be compatible? Absolutely, but there's going to be some issues, and it could possibly be dealing with trust. It could just be dealing with past issues where, like I said, maybe there was a stalker, maybe something happened, and you don't feel safe, okay? We could also be dealing with someone who's a celebrity or someone who's going through certain issues, but I'm definitely feeling that there's an energy here of like, you could be an awesome pair, but this card right here in reverse says that there's going to be a lack of communication, there's going to be a lack of understanding, there's going to be a lack of that sort of, I don't want to say unspoken language, because in a relationship there should always be communication, but there's kind of like a vibe that you get from another person, and if you're not allowing yourself to be open enough to put out a vibe, you're also not allowing yourself to be open enough to receive a vibe from a person. You're not allowing yourself to experience another person, and in return they can't experience you. So that's what I'm seeing here. Would you be compatible? Yes. Also, this person could be a Gemini, but that's, neither here nor there, but that's definitely what I'm seeing so far. So this reading, we're dealing with a lot of energy. We're dealing with a lot of strong kind of energy. It's a kind of energy that you have to be open to receiving it, because if you're not, it's going to make it very difficult moving forward. You can't have a relationship if you're not doing anything to help the relationship along, Okay. Pisces, let's see here. Will this person be my soulmate? And we get the Ace of Swords. They could absolutely be your soulmate. They're going to be very smart. They're going to be focused more on wit, humor. They're going to be intelligent. They're going to be possibly having debates with you. Friendly. I don't feel like it's going to be like arguing, right? A debate is like, I believe in this because of this. A argument is like, you should believe this because of this kind of a thing. It's like forcing someone to get into a, instead of calling it an argument, let's call it a word battle. Okay, so that to me is kind of what's going on there. So this person's going to be very smart. They're going to be very kind, or I don't know about kind, but this person's going to be very smart for sure. And they're going to have strong energy, and they're going to have kind of a piercing energy. When I look at that, I see this right here, okay? So we imagine the sun, and if we imagine like a ray of light, a piercing ray of light, we can see the Ace of Swords sort of being that for the sun. So definitely this person's going to come in, they're going to pierce things, they're going to pierce the boundaries that you're having, and they're going to go through some kind of wall. But rather you let them in again, If they get in the first time, if they take you off guard, do you keep letting them in? Do you keep letting yourself try and love again? Or do you close this person off? That's the thing. And what I'm seeing here is that there could be a huge sign of compatibility, but I'm also seeing you saying, but at what cost? But at what cost? And it's like, does there have to always be an answer? Does there always have to be this dialogue in your head that's saying, should I do this? Should I do this? Eventually, you have to get rid of the dialogue and you have to just do it. You have to just live life. And that's not always easy to do, but it does get easier. We have in our minds what's called a default mode network, right? So DMN, okay, or DAM, right? That's how I remember it. DMN, and the way I think of it is, or the way I've heard it before, is if you imagine a sled going down a hill that's covered in snow, and that sled goes straight down the hill, and it like turns and weaves a little bit, and then it goes straight down. All the other sleds that are going down that hill are going to go down the same way. And so the default mode network makes it so that when there's new things coming in, it goes down the same path. So it makes it so that we don't want to change, because we know what it feels like to keep going down that default mode network. We don't know what it feels like to go down another way of the hill. We don't know what that's like, and that's scary. So in order for change, we need to change our default mode network. Instead of going down the same hill and experiencing the same things over and over again, we need to change things. We need to, gently change things up, but we need to do something to shake us out of this sense of unfathomable comfort, right? Comfort is great to have, but the way I would describe it is comfort is a good person to have over on the weekends, but you wouldn't want them staying with you for a long time, because they're not a very good roommate. And the reason I say that is because comfort doesn't allow us to grow. Comfort doesn't allow us to stay in our center of power and keep learning and growing. Instead, comfort's like, I know enough. I'm good. I don't need to know anything else. However, I got some coffee. Hold on. Oh, that's good. So, comfort actually can hinder us. It's great for a safety net, it's great for a safety blanket, but once we start stepping out into the world, and once we start understanding things a little more deeper, comfort can be hindering. So just take that with a grain of salt and work on gradually introducing new things into your environment, into your sense of self, and try to see how you interact with these new things. Change can be scary, but change is also necessary, right? Just throwing that out there. All right. So when will I meet this person? See, that's interesting, because we had this in another reading. So if I show you these two right here. So if I go like this, because both of these were in reverse. They're similar, but they're different at the same time. So we have a light right here. We have a person right here. Kind of the same energy. The Hermit, though, has more of a serious kind of face, right? And this one here has more of kind of a I'm in trouble kind of a face. But when I see this card, I see someone who's healing. And I've said it in the past. When will you meet this person? When you've gone through the healing journey. But what's interesting is that even after you've gone through a healing journey, you're still going to need more healing. That's kind of how this works. Just living life. So when we're focusing on the healing journey that we're focusing on now, then once we meet this person, there's going to be another healing journey that starts. And the only way you're going to be compatible with this person is if you can meet them to the same level that you've met yourself, and then you can go from there. So if you've healed and you've moved on in a certain way, and you can feel that you can genuinely be authentically you, then this person will have no problem fitting into your life. However, if you can't, then there can be issues. I feel like either way there's going to be a fling, there's going to be a friendship that blossoms a little bit, but do you want to take it further? The only way to take it further, and it's not because lack of interest, this person would be very interested in you. The only way to take it further, though, is to be able to be vulnerable, to be open, to be authentic. And that can actually be pretty difficult depending on the scenario. So I wish you guys all the best in this, because this is going to be an interesting healing journey. And if you guys want, I can help you with that too. But just, and if this describes you, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what's going on. But I really do wish you the best, because it's sensitive stuff, right? And it's hard to put yourself out there if we're feeling threatened, or if we're feeling like we can't quite put ourselves in a situation where we're more open. And I can understand that, and I wish you guys the best. However, we're going to be looking at initials, okay? So this will reveal even more details about this person. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, we got the bag of letters, like I said. And reach in here. Okay. I got 2 letters. P and R. So we're looking at public relations. No, I'm just kidding. The person could be someone of the people, though. I don't know. I get a feeling of like a celebrity status, possibly with you or with the other person, but I feel like there's something here where someone has fame or someone has notoriety in some way. That's just something I'm picking up, though. So when we see the letter P, we could look at Patricia or Patrick, okay, male, female, right? And then we have the letter R. That could be Rick, Ricky. We could be looking at possibly a Spanish name that I would just butcher to pieces. But it could be someone who has Spanish origins for sure. But that's something I'm seeing. So if we're thinking of the woman, I'm seeing someone who is very stylistically very, very different. Maybe you would say she's ahead of her time. I see someone who dresses like no one that I can think of. And I feel like Halloween would definitely be a favorite time for this person. But I'm also getting a sense of someone they dress very differently, but they're practical. So for the woman, she dresses differently. She's practical. She's kind. For the man, I get someone who is more open-minded, someone who's more accepting, someone who seems to be more, not like overly generous, but generous to a point. And there's someone who can be very, I just get a sense with the man, it's more business-oriented, for you guys looking for the man out there. But for the woman, I'm seeing someone who's more kind of quirky and fun, right? That's definitely what I'm seeing, though. The man would still have a fun side too, but I'm just seeing someone who's definitely a little more serious on the masculine side of things, if that makes sense. Okay, you guys, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and remember to enter the giveaway. So like this video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and then just go to the website, and you can look down below in the description. You can find the website, and then just enter your information. Like I said, it takes about 30 seconds. And yeah, so that'll be it, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. I will see you next week.